So the next excuse that we're addressing today is the excuse that it's my personal choice to eat animal products. Again, this is something we hear all the time as vegans, people saying, don't judge me, don't force your beliefs on me. It's my personal choice to eat what I want. Now this excuse is quite an interesting one insofar as arguably it is someone's personal choice to eat animal products. We all personally choose to do so, but it's also someone's personal choice if they want to commit rape or commit an act of murder. The person personally chooses to do those things. Likewise, if someone wants to beat and abuse a dog, it's their personal choice to beat and abuse that dog. Just because someone personally chooses to do something does not make the action morally justifiable. The problem is when people use the excuse, it's my personal choice, it shows how far detached they've become from the fact that the animal products they're eating have either come from an animal that is already dead or one that is in the process of being exploited and will eventually end up dead. When people use this excuse, it shows how far detached they've become from the fact that those animal products came from a victim, a living being who suffered, and it makes people think that only they are affected by whether or not they eat animal products. So when people say to vegans, respect my personal choice, we are respecting the personal choice of others. We're respecting the personal choice of the 56 billion land animals and the 2.7 trillion marine animals that are killed needlessly who do not want to die for us. We are respecting the personal choice of the humans that are also abused and exploited in the animal agriculture industries, the slaughterhouse workers who suffer from some of the highest rates of PTSD, depression, anxiety, drug and alcohol abuse and suicide. We're respecting the personal choice of the animals that don't want to be skinned for fashion, or the animals that do not want to be tied down to the laboratory table for science and for cosmetics. As vegans, we respect the environment and everyone who is affected by climate change because consuming animals is responsible for causing some of the worst environmental calamities that we're currently facing as a species. As vegans, we're respecting the personal choice of everyone who wants to live a long, fulfilled, happy, healthy life by telling them that consuming animal products causes the most prevalent diseases and illnesses currently affecting our society: heart disease, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, dementia, strokes, high blood pressure, kidney failure. All of these diseases can be attributed to the fact that we consume animal products, but most importantly, a simple switch to a plant-based diet can not only prevent many of them, it can even reverse and treat some of them as well. In our society here in the West, we do not consider it morally justifiable for someone to beat, kill and eat a dog in Newland, even though they personally choose to do so. We do not consider it morally justifiable for someone to hunt a dolphin in Taiji in Japan or to hunt a pilot whale in the Faroe Islands, even though they personally choose to do so. So by that logic, it can't be morally justifiable for us to eat any animal that we eat here in the West, even though we personally choose to do so. So the question I'd like to ask anyone who uses the respect my personal choice excuse is, what other personal choice, what other opinion are you considering and respecting when you eat animal products other than your own?